We are taking a live look this evening outside across the metropolis area. Lots more sunshine for our friends further towards the south. Always nice though to see those trees fully in bloom for this time of year, as well as that sunshine reflecting off those buildings. Now temperatures are sitting at around 46 degrees this evening with a wind out of the north at around 7 miles per hour. And elsewhere across the area this evening, we're tracking 44 for Dixon Springs. That is by far our coldest location. 49 for Carbondale, 58 for Piedmont, 61 across southeastern Missouri in Poplar Bluff. Now, as we continue throughout the next several hours, those calm conditions going to be sticking around through the entire night, and we are going to have a fairly mild day as we go throughout our Tuesday. Now, that severe weather threat does return as we go throughout the day Wednesday, and independent of any storms, we are going to see some fairly windy conditions as well. Significant rainfall is expected by the time we make it to the second half of the week. It is something we are going to have to monitor very closely, but you can rest easy tonight. Those temperatures by 7 o'clock here in just a few minutes, running into the mid 40s. 47 expected, 45 by the time we make it to 9, 40 by the time we make it to around midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning. Notice though, we are going to see that clearing trend through the overnight hours tonight. I do expect things to be mostly clear as we're kicking off the day tomorrow, and that is going to be followed by some pretty chilly temperatures, especially for this time of year. We'll likely be at around 39 degrees by the time we make it to 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So as you're headed out the door to the bus stop or maybe to take those kiddos to school, you are going to want to grab a light jacket, but you're not going to need it for too long. Those temperatures returning to the upper 50s by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, lower 60s by 4. So certainly a very nice day out there for all of us. Now, as we go throughout the afternoon hours tomorrow, winds are going to steadily increase, potentially gusting as high as 27 to 30 miles per hour by the time we make it to the evening hours. Now, by the time we make it to Wednesday, those winds could be as high as 40 miles per hour. And again, that is out ahead of our next system. So that Storm Track 3 app always coming in handy. You'll be able to keep an eye on all of those latest conditions. Now, all of us are included in a level 3 enhanced risk of severe weather, with the primary hazards being very similar to what we saw on Sunday, with damaging winds, tornadoes, and large hail all possible within the orange enhanced 3 risk area. Again, overnight tonight, we're going to continue to see that clearing trend. As we're starting off the day tomorrow, I expect mostly sunny skies and then maybe partly cloudy skies as we head into the afternoon, then more sunshine expected by 5. But then that warm front is going to lift further towards the north and really destabilize the atmosphere as we go throughout the first half of the day on Wednesday. A couple of isolated showers possible behind that front, but then we are tracking the cold front that is going to start to enter in from the west and really provide plenty of forcing to get these storms going, especially between around 1 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the evening. Now, any storms along and out ahead of that front could be on the strong to severe side. That front slides through, but then it kind of stalls out across the region, and that's going to be our main focus for that significant rainfall as we go throughout the second half of the work week. There's Thursday, that rain sticking around still through Friday and through Saturday as well. We could potentially see some very significant rainfall as well as some very significant flash flooding, as some locations further towards the south across western Kentucky and the Boot Heel of Missouri could see 8 to 10 inches with locally higher totals as high as potentially 10, 12 inches, 15 inches of rain in that yellow color, 4 to 8 inches expected across most of southern Illinois. That is why every day between Wednesday through the weekend, we have that high risk of flash flooding, mainly for western Kentucky, far southeastern Illinois, as well as the Boot Heel of Missouri. So again, just to summarize everything, that severe weather risk likely arriving between 1 o'clock and 10 o'clock on Wednesday. That is a fairly broad window. We're not going to see severe weather consistently through that window. It's just a broad timeline. All hazards will be possible. Make sure you have multiple ways to get those alerts. Behind that system, we are tracking the potential for significant rainfall as well as the potential for some significant flash flooding, especially Wednesday through Sunday. So certainly make sure that you are remaining weather aware through the second half of the work week. 60 degrees tomorrow and going to be fairly sunny. So Jake, if people need to do